kind dragon. In a kingdom far away, nestled between tall mountains and dense forests, there lived a dragon named Draco. Unlike other dragons, Draco was kind and gentle. He didn't breathe fire or scare the villagers. Instead, he spent his days helping lost travelers and protecting the forest creatures. One sunny morning, as Draco was flying over the forest, he heard a tiny squeak. Looking down, he saw a small mouse trapped under a fallen branch. "Hold on, little one. I will help you," Draco said softly as he landed gently and lifted the branch with his claw. The mouse, Pip, looked up at Draco with wide eyes. "Thank you, kind dragon. I'm Pip. You saved my life." Draco smiled. "I'm glad I could help, Pip. Where are you headed?" "I was on my way to the castle to find some food," Pip explained. "But now, I'd like to stay with you, if that's okay you." Draco nodded. "Of course, Pip. You can ride on my back. Let's go to the castle together." As they approached the castle, the villagers ran inside, shouting, "A dragon! A dragon is coming!" Draco sighed. He was used to this reaction. But Pip wasn't deterred. "We need to show them you're friendly, Draco." At that moment, Princess Elena stepped out of the castle gates. She was brave and known for her wisdom. She had heard the villagers' cries and wanted to see the dragon for herself. "Stop!" Elena called out. "Let's see what this dragon wants." Draco bowed his head respectfully. "Princess Elena, I mean no harm. I am Draco, and this is my friend Pip. We only wish to help and be friends with your kingdom." Elena approached cautiously. She had heard stories of fierce dragons, but Draco's eyes were kind, and his voice was gentle. "I believe you, Draco," she said. "But my people are scared. How can we show them you're not a threat?" Pip, who had been listening, squeaked up, "Princess, if I may, Draco has saved many animals in the forest and has a heart as big as his wings. Perhaps we can show the villagers his kindness too." Elena thought for a moment. "That's a good idea, Pip. Let's have a festival and invite everyone. Draco, you can help with the preparations and show your true nature." Draco agreed, and the preparations for the festival began. Draco used his strength to help set up tents, carry heavy barrels, and even light the campfires with his warm breath, carefully avoiding any harm. The day of the festival arrived, and the villagers, though nervous, were curious. They saw Draco working alongside them, sharing stories and laughter with Pip and Elena. As the sun set, Princess Elena stood before the crowd. "Dear friends, today we have seen the true nature of Draco. He is not to be feared but to be welcomed as a friend. Let's celebrate our new friendship." The villagers cheered. They approached Draco, shaking his claw and thanking him for his help. Draco's heart swelled with happiness. From that day on, Draco was no longer seen as a scary dragon but as a beloved protector of the kingdom. Pip remained his faithful companion, and Princess Elena became a dear friend. Together, they showed everyone that kindness and bravery could change hearts, and that true friends could be found in the most unexpected places. The moral of the story: true kindness can overcome fear and prejudice, and we should never judge someone by their appearance alone. Mia's musical journey, a star in the night. Once upon a time in the bustling city of Harmonyville, there lived a spirited young girl named Mia. She had a deep passion for music and spent her nights sitting by her window, gazing at the stars and dreaming of performing on the grand stage of the city's famous amphitheater. One evening, as Mia strummed her old guitar, she witnessed a shooting star streak across the sky. In a moment of hope, she whispered, "I wish I could find my true sound." To her astonishment, the star seemed to wink at her, and a soft, melodic voice filled the room, saying, "Follow your heart, Mia. The journey will reveal your sound." Determined to discover her unique musical voice, Mia set out on an adventure through Harmonyville. Her first stop was the lively market square, where she encountered Leo, a street musician with a golden saxophone. Leo played jazz tunes that made the crowd dance and cheer. Mia, captivated by his talent, exclaimed, "Your music is wonderful." Leo smiled and replied, "Music comes from the soul, Mia. Feel it, and your sound will emerge." Encouraged by Leo's words, Mia continued her journey to the enchanted forest. There, she met Elara, a wise owl who played the harp. The forest was alive with the sound of Elara's enchanting melodies. Mia asked, "How do you create such beautiful music?" Elara hooted gently, "Listen to the whispers of nature. They have their own rhythm that can inspire your heart too." As dusk approached, Mia arrived at the serene moonlit lake. There, she found Kai, a fisherman who sang soulful ballads while casting his net. The calm waters amplified his soothing voice. "Your singing is magical," Mia said in awe. Kai chuckled and responded, "Music is like water, Mia. Let it flow naturally, and it will find its way out." With each encounter, Mia's heart brimmed with inspiration. She returned home and, under the shimmering night sky, began to play her guitar. This time, she felt the soul of jazz, the rhythm of nature, and the flow of water in her music. The notes danced in the air, creating a melody that was uniquely hers. The night of the grand performance arrived, and Mia stood on the amphitheater stage, her heart pounding. As she began to play, the crowd fell silent, captivated by her sound. The music was a blend of all the elements she had discovered, and it resonated deeply with everyone. Mia's performance was a triumph. As the applause echoed, she glanced up at the night sky. The stars seemed to twinkle more brightly, as if celebrating her journey. Mia had found her true sound, and it was more beautiful than she had ever imagined. And so, Mia's musical journey taught her that true artistry comes from embracing the world around you and letting your heart guide your sound. From that night on, she became a shining star in Harmonyville, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. Moral of the story: true artistry comes from embracing the world around you and letting your heart guide your sound. By following your passions and sharing your unique gifts, you can inspire others and embark on a journey of self-discovery. The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs who lived with their mother. One day, they decided to leave home and build their own houses. The first little pig built his house out of straw because it was the easiest and quickest to construct. The second little pig built his house out of sticks, thinking it would be stronger than straw but still easy to build. The third little pig worked hard and built his house out of bricks, which took the longest time but made the sturdiest house. One day, a big bad wolf came along. He saw the first little pig in his straw house and knocked on the door, saying, little pig, let me come in who?" The little pig replied, "Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Then I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in," said the wolf. And he did, blowing the straw house down. The first little pig ran to his brother's stick house for safety. The wolf followed and knocked on the door of the stick house. Little pigs, let me come in hoot." "Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins," replied the pigs. "Then I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in," roared the wolf. He blew down the stick house, and the two pigs ran to their brother's brick house. The wolf followed them to the brick house and knocked on the door. Little pigs, let me come in hoot." "Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins," said the pigs. "Then I will huff, and I will puff, and I will blow your house in." But no matter how hard the wolf huffed and puffed, he couldn't blow down the brick house. Exhausted, the wolf decided to climb down the chimney instead. The third little pig, who was very clever, quickly lit a roaring fire in the fireplace and placed a pot of boiling water on it. When the wolf came down the chimney, he fell straight into the pot and yelped in pain. He jumped out and ran away, never to bother the three little pigs again. The three little pigs lived happily ever after in their sturdy brick house, safe from the big bad wolf. Moral of the story: 3 little pigs is that hard work and dedication pay off in the long run. While taking shortcuts might seem easier initially, it often leads to trouble. If you like this video, please share and subscribe and click the bell icon. Thanks for watching.